Well, good morning and welcome to Talking Politics.
We're back and here we are right after the election that happened last weekend.
Now, we certainly have a lot of things to unpack this morning in the aftermath of last Sunday's snap election, a lot of surprises and a lot of questions that we will try to answer this morning.
Exactly. I'm sure a lot of people would be curious what is going on in Thai politics at the moment. But before we go into that, you had a chance to talk to the man of the hour, actually.
You're talking about the Prime Minister who is on his way to returning for his second term, right, Kun Anutin? I'm sure that as we are talking this morning, that Kun Anutin must be busy trying to finalize his cabinet lineup.
Telephone ringing non-stop.
Conducting negotiations, the usual horse trading and negotiations, right? And I happened to have a brief conversation with him at the function to celebrate the birthday of Japan's emperor on Thursday night. And of course, one of my initial questions was, how are you doing with your coalition government?
And what did he say?
And this is what he said. He said, I already have the check in hand.
Ooh.
It's only a matter of going to the bank to cash it.
So he's confident.
So he was suggesting that he was very confident that it was only a matter of time, a matter of days, in fact, before he will come up with the final cabinet lineup.
Yeah, I guess the achievement from this election for Bhumjaithai is quite impressive because, you know, under the leadership of Anutin Charnvirakul, the coalition government only had, less than 3 months?
3 months, yeah.
To get anything done. Remember that campaign, Quick Big Win? It is actually a very quick big win for them.
And it managed to achieve that, right? Big win. Win, meaning returning to power. No, but first of all, you need to give credit to the 3 so-called technocrats that Anutin brought into his cabinet, right? We are talking about Foreign Minister Sihasak Pongket Keo, Commerce Minister Supaji Suthampan, and Finance Minister Niti Thanprapat. And these 3, certainly gave Bhumjaithai a very big boost, and they became very popular overnight.
Yeah, that's true. And the party was also famous for its half-half plus policy. Remember, it subsidizes like 50% of purchases at small local shops to boost spending. So it did earn the party some kudos as well. But practically, that may only be a minor part of the reasons why the elections returns showed like 193 seats in the lower house going to Bhumjaithai, and this is unofficial results.
No, in Thai politics, it takes more than performance and track record to win elections. Strategy cannot be overlooked, and you have to admit that the Bhumjaithai Party this time came up with a very shrewd strategy. And many Thai political observers feel that the whole thing boils down to the influence of political clans known as Banjai, and how Anutin and Bhumjaithai Party succeeded in capitalizing on the nationalist sentiments. Don't forget that there was a surge in nationalist sentiment in connection with the border conflict with Cambodia, and Kun Anutin wasted no time in capitalizing on that.
You know what, this angle is actually echoed by both Thai and international media. According to their analyses, Thai voters were shaken by the border tensions with Cambodia, right? And they turned to what they view as a steady option over a party with a reform-driven foundation. So that maybe partly explains why Bhumjaithai did well.
A few statements made by Kun Anutin in connection with the border conflict with Cambodia really struck the right chord with many people. For example, no reopening of the border checkpoints. That certainly very, very tough statement. And then Anutin also said that I have given all the authority to the military to respond to aggression from our neighbors. Also another very tough statement that really rang the bell with the large sectors of the society.
Yeah, true. And he actually showed that he cared, in a sense that while in office, he visited the border areas as well as the injured soldiers. So
And every time he visited the border areas, he would come up with tough, statements that only raise the nationalist sentiment among the people, right?
Yeah,
But again, let's come back to this issue of Ban Yai, which we
Okay.
believe that play a very instrumental role in boosting the party's chance of winning the elections that we had last Sunday, right?
Yeah. Well, Bhumjaithai's Ban Yai originally is from Buriram province. Since the House dissolution last December, more Ban Yai's family have moved to run under the banner of Bhumjaithai, actually. So these include, for example, the Silapa Acha family from Suphanburi, right? And we had the Kun Plum family from Chonburi, as well as the Chomglin family from Rayong, to name a few. Yeah.
The Ban Yai is a reference to the local families of influential figures, wealthy businessmen, and who are involved in politics. So they have both the wealth and the political clout in convincing local constituents to vote in their favor in the elections, right?
Yeah.
Some media outlets in Thailand estimated that Bhumjaithai Party must have brought in at least 45 major Ban Yai, or these influential families, under its banner in the election that we had just last Sunday, right?
Yeah.
And of course, with these people, the chance of winning the election was seen very bright from the very beginning.
And I guess we should soon find out which family will get what in return for their support for the party.
Okay.
Yeah, but that also has to be shared among the coalition partners too. For now, let's talk about the People's Party, which came second in this race.
Yeah, that's right. Weeks before the election last Sunday, in most opinion polls pointed to another victory for the People's Party. And the Reformist Party itself was also full of confidence, so ambitious that it was predicting a possible win of as many as 200 seats. And if that was the case, it would be enough for the party to be the core of the post-election coalition.
Yeah.
But as it turned out, the party was crushed by Bhumjaithai Party, right?
Yeah.
And managed to get only 118 seats, far short of 151 it won in the last election in 2023.
Yeah, its leader, Nattapong Ruangpanyawut, readily conceded defeat and admitted that the party has to do a lot of soul searching to find out what went wrong in this election. But looking back, before the votes were cast, many political pundits has already warned that the party should be prepared for a disappointment, and they were right.
Yeah, that's right. And so the big question is, what were the factors that contributed to the Reformist Party's sudden decline?
Yeah.
Political observers concurred that the biggest blunder committed by the party was its support for Bhumjaithai Party leader Kun Anutin to be Prime Minister in September last year. Remember that?
Yeah.
That deal, right? That controversial deal.
They voted for Anutin, then went to the opposition.
That's right. And the deal was made in exchange for Kun Anutin's pledge to push through a new constitution.
Yeah.
And of course, we know that did not happen, right?
No.
And the decision, as expected, infuriated many of the parties, the People's Party supporters. Many view it as politically naive,
Yeah.
knowing full well the true nature of politicians, right? Knowing full well that it's hardly their habit to keep their promises. And there are also many that saw the whole deal as a betrayal of the trust in the party,
Yeah.
because they never thought that the People's Party would support Kun Anutin as Prime Minister. Right?
Yeah, and remember this election happened in the context of border clashes.
That's right, yeah.
As well. And the sudden surge in nationalist sentiment drowned all the calls once made by the People's Party for a reform of the armed forces, and even resulted in the party being labeled as being unpatriotic.
Remember the famous questions raised by the People's Party about the role of the military? What is the Thai military for?
Yeah, why are they here?
Why
What are
do
they
we
for?
need them, right? And that statement question has come back to haunt the party in this election.
Yeah.
Of course, these are among the factors that we believe most political observers believe contributed to the party's defeat in this election. But more than that, observers also believe that the current party leadership of the People's Party lacks the charisma that its predecessors had. Party leader Kun Nattapong was frequently compared very unfavorably with its former leaders, Pitha Limcharoenrat, Thanathorn Jingdongdongkit. The two had a much stronger appeal with the party supporters. So in short, Nattapong's lack of mass appeal was seen as a factor contributing to the party's serious setback in this election.
Also, the People's Party initial success is said to be largely driven by support from younger voters who are connected through social media. Now, critics argue that the media-savvy party ultimately became trapped in its own echo chambers.
That's very interesting.
It is, isn't it?
No, that's right. Because being trapped in its own echo chambers mean that the party subscribe to the mistaken belief that it enjoy broad support among the people, judging from the views, the likes that they have on the social media platform,
That
right?
could be dangerous.
And that it would once again move to the forefront in the election. And in the process, the party ignored grassroots constituents, and the party grew complacent with the supportive voices on the social media. So that was being trapped in its own echo chambers means.
Yeah, in the days leading up to the election, actually, the People's Party became a target for online attacks by critics who accused it of looking down on rural voters as well.
Yeah, that's right. And suffering setback in the election was not the end of the ordeal facing the party.
Yeah.
The next day after the election, this is very interesting, the National Anti-Corruption Commission ruled that 44 former MPs of the Move Forward Party had endangered the country's system of constitutional monarchy by proposing a bill back in 2023 to amend the lèse majesty law, generally known as Article 112. The Move Forward Party was the predecessor of the People's Party, and 10 of those former MPs in questions, including the People's Party leader Nattapong, were elected MPs in the last Sunday's election.
A lot of people made an observation about the actual dates
Yeah,
of the decision.
Was
Why
it coincidence
right
or was it time to happen
don't
on that
know.
particular day? A day after
the election
election.
defeat as
Okay.
well. The NACC's decision obviously will be forwarded to the Supreme Court for consideration and judgment within 30 days of the resolution. And a guilty ruling could cost the former MPs their seats and ban them from politics as well.
So it's undoubtedly a double blow to the Reformist Party, which is now obviously designed to becoming an opposition party.
Yeah.
And what is most likely to happen in the aftermath of its poor show in the election is an overhauling of the leadership of the party in the very near future. Now, in fact, the party, knowing full well the sword hanging over its head, right, has been preparing a new generation of leaders to take over in anticipation of the court ruling that we just talked about, right? And the worst case scenario is that the court ruling will lead to the banning of their key leaders from politics for life, including its leader Nattapong. Then the party would certainly be told in a very uncertain future.
So 3 generations, if 3 generations of leaders are gone, who's gonna step up to lead the party, right?
Okay, now, there's now a lot of speculation as to who would step up, to take over the party. Of course, the biggest question is who will be the next leader, the fourth generation leader of the party. And
speculation is that Parit Wattarasin, the current spokesperson of the party, is seen as the potential successor to Nattapong. He's currently 34 years old, went to school in the UK, and Parit is known for his eloquence and being very well versed in issues of the day as well.
He is one of the few choices that the party has, and let's see what will unfold in the next few weeks. All right, another big question is
what's going on?
What happened to Pheu Thai Party?
What is going on with
the once
party?
dominant party in Thai politics for decades. Right?
In the last general election in 2023, the party still maintained a strong showing, winning as many as 141 seats.
But
for the first time, it was not the number one winner, conceding the lead to the People's Party.
The party was used to being number one until last election.
Until the People's Party came, which was then known as the Move Forward Party.
And the People's Party entered the just concluded snap election last Sunday amid predictions that it would be in for even a rougher ride. And what it did not expect, however, was that it was nightmare was awaiting it at the polling stations.
It lost like half of its seats, winning only 73, right? Worse still, it was crushed in what was traditionally its political stronghold in the northern province of Chiang Mai, the hometown of its de facto leader, former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra.
According to many observers, the factors contributing to Pheu Thai Party's humiliating defeat were quite obvious. First of all, its supremo, the real leader behind the scenes, right, Kun Thaksin Shinawatra, has lost much of his political luster despite his early attempts to make a comeback. But he's still behind bars now for evading his jail term in connection with corruption charges. But the crushing blow to the party came with how Thaksin's daughter, Paetongtarn Shinawatra, handled the border conflict with Cambodia when she was prime minister.
That was...
And she was ousted from office by the Constitutional Court over the leaked phone conversation she had with Cambodian strongman Hun Sen, in which she was heard disparaging her own army general, who, however, was hugely popular with many Thai people.
And even more than that, the Pheu Thai Party also obviously failed to deliver most of its campaign promises. The party actually tried with what it believed to be its trump card by fielding Yottanan Wongsawat as prime ministerial candidate with the hope that his relation to the Shinawatra family would help rule voters still loyal to Thaksin. So Yottanan is the son of the former prime minister Somchai Wongsawat, who is married to Thaksin's sister Yawapa. Now, but in the end, it didn't help because nor did its last-minute campaign gimmick to create 9 millionaires a day by giving out 1 million baht to each, like $1 million baht each to 9 people through lucky draws, and that didn't even attract the votes.
So one more big question: what drives Clare Tham Party? Once a medium-sized or even considered to be even a small-sized party, and is now emerging as a possible kingmaker.
This is an interesting one because before this election, Clare Tham Party was like sort of on and off in the picture, but never really talked about. Actually, Thammanat Phongpao was actually talked about a lot more than the party itself.
In the news a lot, but not in a very positive light.
No. It only had a handful of MPs actually. So in the last general election, the Clare Tham Party only had 25 MPs. So a very junior part in the outgoing Anutin government. But last Sunday saw the party more than double the number of its MP to 58. So what is going on here? In explaining the meteoric rise of the Clare Tham Party, political observers see it as an epitome of the Thai-style old-school politics.
That's right.
Which is characterized by patronage and backroom deals. So its strong showing in the election only demonstrated that it was not in any way dented by allegations of its alleged connection to the so-called grey money or illicit businesses.
If you want to answer the questions, what typifies the Thai politics, then the answer is take a look at the Clare Tham Party.
Yeah, that's true. Most of its executives and rank and file are little known, but Thammanat Phomphao is de facto leader who serves as his chief advisor is well known.
Yeah. Known for his rough and tumble style of politics, Thammanat built up the party by poaching defectors from other parties. Very easily done.
So this is a strategy that won a lot of people votes.
That's right.
Okay.
And of course, you don't have to be a genius to guess what incentives were used in enticing defectors from other party, right?
Yeah.
And Clare Tham, in fact, was never considered a favorite choice in any of the pre-election opinion surveys. It never, but was somehow always projected to win considerable number of seats.
Yeah. Well, Thammanat Phomphao actually said this himself, says, I have my own way of winning elections.
Yeah, that's right. When reporters put this question to him, but asking him, what is happening? Your party never figures in any of the rankings of opinion polls, right? So how would you expect to win the election? And as you just said, his answer was, I have my own way of winning elections.
He's got ways and means. As we have been reporting, the so-called Ban Yai or local political clans always play a significant role in Thai elections, especially so in this particular election. And Thammanat has his own networks of Ban Yai, which may not comprise well-known political figures at the national level, but within their own constituencies, they were widely known for their political clout and were said to be instrumental in helping Clare Tham Party score big this election.
Now we have different levels of Ban Yai. The ones with figures with national reputation. Second, third tiers are comprising figures with less wealth, less influence, but enough to make difference in elections, right? As we have been saying that Kun Thammanat is fond of promoting his own slogan, being bold and dependable, meaning politicians who have courage and always ready to serve. And that's the kind of quality that easily connects them with their constituents. And Kun Thammanat, of course, he is still the agriculture minister in the current outgoing Anutin government. Is known as one of Thailand's most controversial figures. And as we have been saying that he has been at pains over the years denying alleged connection with illegal businesses. And most recently, he was alleged to have close ties with a foreign businessman accused of involving in scam operations, right?
And he had a conviction in connection with a drug case in Australia. This was 1994. And it has also been coming back to haunt him in this case. But it's rather obvious that at the end of the day, all these scandals did nothing to stop him. And don't be surprised if you see Thammanat back in the spotlight once again. As
part of the post-election coalition government. And that seemed to be most likely to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I guess we will close with the Democrat Party, which came sixth in this election with 22 seats. Now, this is the oldest political party in Thailand. And at its height in 2011, they won as many as 159 seats. Can you imagine? From 159 seats to 22 today. So many things have changed since then, especially the party's leadership. Last time in 2023, the party ran under the direction of Thepchai Sriorn. But this time, former Prime Minister Abhisit Vejjajiva is back to lead the party, and hopes were high that the party would do better in this election. However, the outcome was not quite what had been expected.
Okay. Let's compare its performance between this election and the last one.
Okay, so in 2023, it's got a total of 25 seats. So 22 constituency MPs and 3 party list MPs. Now in 2026, this year, this election, it's got 10 constituency MPs and 12 party list MPs, total a number of 22 seats.
Okay, the party may be getting fewer seats in the House, but the good news is that it did much better in terms of party list MPs in this election.
So what does it mean?
So in a way, the return of Kun Apisit as party leader certainly played a role in reviving the party's popularity, but not enough to really bring the party forward to the level that Kun Apisit expected.
Hasn't got enough time, I guess. Many political observers in Thailand feel that it may be due to the phenomenon called the Great Exodus of Ban Yai MPs as well, the Ban Yai again. I mean, they have left the Democrat to run for election under different parties. And according to a media report, as many as 13 members of Ban Yais left the Democrat Party in this year's election, and only 3 new ones have joined. This means they are left with the people with less track record to run for constituency MPs.
Okay.
Yes, and the South is no longer the stronghold of the Democrat Party as well.
It used to be the Democrat Party's stronghold, right? But no longer the case now. Okay.
Yes. But you know what? Being in the opposition, one can only do so much. I mean, if you want to come back and revive its popularity in the next general election, then maybe in the coalition would allow them to do more. We don't know. Yeah.
All right.
But we'll leave it at that for now. And if you're interested in Thai politics, do come back, check in with us every Saturday morning. Okay. We're here, and if you have any questions, do send away, and we'll try to answer these questions in the next show as well.
See you next Saturday.
Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.